Hi there, so it finished 1-0 today for us against Ipswich. Your thoughts on the game?
It's a really good game. Delighted to be here visiting from Nashville, Tennessee. Our first time at the Emirates as a family, and it's great to have a victory. 1-0, it was a hard-fought game, but just delighted to get the win.
Yep, I loved watching Martin Odegaard. He was amazing. And I also thought Gabriel and Saliba are a great combo at the back.
I think we could have scored more goals on the offense, and the defense was holding up.
Do you think that it was more down to Ipswich defending really well, or we were lacking cutting edge, that we couldn't get more goals and create more chances?
I thought Ipswich started off really well, held their structure, weren't sort of breaking out. They held it really tight, made it hard for Arsenal, which is pretty typical of what I've been seeing this year. Thankfully, it's so important to get that first goal and break them down a little bit, so it opened up the game. But fair play to Ipswich. I think they played a lot better than their league position was.
Yeah, I think they played well. I think Arsenal could have made a little bit more of a breakthrough a couple times with Kai and Odegaard, but I think Ipswich did well.
I think our offense could have been better, but their defense was holding up.
Yeah, and what was your thoughts on the starting lineup today?
I was a little bit surprised. I thought Calafiori would be in there, but Martin Lutz-Skelly was amazing. It's great to see him. That guy's got great character. I'm looking forward to him. He's going to be a great player. So it's good to see him. Again, missing Saka, that's hard. Any team missing him, he's hard to replace. But I thought it was good. Loved when Partey came into the game, and thought Mourinho did really well when he came in as well. So it's great to have that strength coming through off the bench.
Yeah, I was very surprised with Kai in the midfield, but when they took out Jesus and put Mourinho in and put Kai up front, I think that was a good change.
Okay, and we know in the Premier League it's difficult. We saw what Everton done here. A lot of teams are going to come and sit back and try and get out of the draw. So getting the 3 points is vital. You can't always play well and score a lot of goals, but we got them important 3 points today, and that was the main thing for the title race.
That's what it's all about. Just keep winning. I love 1-0 to the Arsenal. It reminds me of the George Graham days. So, just keep winning. I'm delighted. That's why I have great praise for Crystal Palace a few weeks ago. They came out and tried to play football, and I give them full marks for that. And again, Ipswich did what they needed to do coming here. Arsenal are going to run into that all the way through the end of the season, but I'll take 1-0 to the Arsenal every day.
Yeah, I think all you need is 3 points and one goal is perfect, and you don't need any more.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the title race? So it's a 6-point gap. They do have the game in hand. We saw last season, in the second part of the season, we were on a great run up. It was 16 wins out of 18. So if we can repeat something similar to that, we're not up against Man City this time, but do you think we can catch Liverpool?
You know what the great thing is? Arsenal can sneak into it this year. They need to just keep hanging in there, and I believe they'll go to Anfield and they can take 3 points, and that'll open it all back up again. So just keep playing the way they are. Hopefully Saka isn't out for too long, and rather than leading the chase like they've done the last couple of years, let's sneak into it. If they win it on the last day of the season, they're the best wins.
I think that Arteta and Odegaard have to carry the team, and I think that anything can happen in the Premier League. Liverpool can just have a bad couple of weeks, and I think Arsenal can definitely sneak in there and win it. Okay,
so January transfer window is going to open now. We know Saka's injured, but we also know that for the last couple of seasons we've really been saying we need a striker. I know Jesus has stepped up recently, but in general we know we do need that out-and-out striker. What would you look to do in January? If we can get, obviously, a striker and a winger, that would be great, but it's not really realistic. So if you had a choice between getting a striker or a winger, what would you want to do in January?
I think Arsenal have shown great restraint over the last couple of years and really built with a purpose. I don't think they should compromise that in any way and only get the players that can really add to the squad. I love the idea of continuing to bring those young players through. But if there's a great player out there that they can bring in January, then they should go and do it, because it'll definitely help them in the run-in. Want to keep Jesus out there, want to keep him scoring, keep rotating those goals around the place, and I don't know, if Gyökeres or somebody else comes in like that, a proven goal scorer, but only if Mikel really believes he can add to the squad, not just for this year but years to come. they have created some serious character, and they should never compromise that.
I think watching them today just showed like how much bond they have as a team, and I think that if they add someone, I think it would be a little bit hard for them to bond that quickly and for the end of the season. But I don't think it's a bad idea to get someone in there and try to help out with some goals.
Yeah, I also agree. I like having the same players for chemistry, but I like having Soccer back.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not going to be so long. We're hearing it's like mid-February, but hopefully he has a quick recovery and it'll be a bit sooner than that. But if you had a choice between one player, striker or winger, what would you go for?
Again, striker is so hard to get. There's so very few world-class players, and they should only be bringing in world-class players. You know, if we want to replace Jesus, he needs to be significantly better, and I don't know that there's too many players like that. Gyökeres, as I say, probably is one of them. I love the guy from Juventus, Vlahovic, that they've chased before. Man, if he came back in it there, I think he's a world-class player. And then Osimhen, that was with Napoli, that went away. Again, he's a world-class player. So if those players were available and they could bring them in, by all means, but do not bring in somebody who does not add to this squad. I think they have a team that can actually do it without bringing somebody in. But hopefully, I believe they'll do the right thing. They have over the last couple of years.
I think a striker would probably be a better addition to the team. I think Martinelli and Saka, when Saka gets back, I think they're a great combination on right and left. But I think a striker would be more use of in the team.